Hey everyone, how's it going? My name is RuneStrike, and today I'm going to show you 3 workflow secrets that I've discovered throughout the entire time I've used FL Studio. So I think these workflow secret thingies are superior to what other ones I've seen, so grab some popcorn or something, I don't know. Pay attention. Number 1. This one's my favorite. So let's say all of these are not routed to anything and I want to route them to something. Well, a lot of people will do it manually by hand by grabbing, clicking with their mouse and dragging. Other people will click, press a number and it'll route it to there. And other people just press Command I and they'll route it automatically for them. But there's actually a super secret way that you can route in FL Studio. It's actually really not that secret. You right click and assign instrument to new track. Pretty darn cool, but something strange has happened. The number is grayed here and there's an exclamation mark next to it on the mixer, on the playlist, and on the channel rack. I can never remember that to save my life. But anyway, here's where it gets cool. You can press Shift, click, and now we can color it. Hit the check mark and it colors it all once. Like you only have to color it once, and it does it through all 3, which is super handy. But the cool convenience does not stop there, and here is why it's superior to all other workflow techniques. Let's say we come in here and we go put a fruity balance on there, right? Got our fruity balance on here. Let's say we want to make an envelope on the volume. We want to turn it down. So guess what? We're going to go like this, create automation clip, and what did it just do? Yeah, it just routed it and grouped it to the instrument that it's on the mixer. So yeah, this kick routed to this mixer is grouped on here in the playlist. Super organization, am I right? This is like organization on a different level. And you can actually do it with pretty much all little parameters. You could put on, slap a chorus on there, click on this, and it will keep grouping them infinitely. Pretty much, I have not found a limit, but yeah, that's super organization to me, and you can close it. Fold it shut, they're all color grouped. That is just super handy to me. That's why it's my favorite tip on the list, and I guess now we're off to number 2. Okay, so this one's gonna be very circumstantial. So a lot of people, they'll be like, oh man, I'm so smart. I'm gonna press Command F and I'm gonna go serum. And you type it in and you get serum effects. Not very handy. So, okay, let's go, we don't need to do that. We're just gonna add a kick. Here we go, we're gonna go kick. Okay, you got fruit kick, fruity, no, I just wanted some kick samples. Well, here's the deal. This search bar is useless, and I'll explain why. FL Studio has hidden little search bars throughout the entire DAW, which means let's say we want to add an instrument. Bam, we go here, we click more plugins, let's type in serum. It actually does a better job sorting down the actual instruments you have. So I can go serum. Bam, serum is routed. Let's do our little assign a new instrument rack trick. We're done. I'm like in the middle of recording this video and I forgot to mention that there's actually a hidden search bar in the mixer window. You just go select more plugins, and the cool thing about this one is if you actually type in serum, you'll actually get serum effects because the mixer is, audio effects. So it's kind of cool. Each search bar actually sorts out different types of plugins, which is really cool to me. So you're probably wondering, but how do we get some samples in this thing? Well, I'm going to show you. Calm down. What I do is I actually just have Splice open in the background. So if I go like this, Splice is hidden. Now if I want to find an instrument, I go like this, boop, click Splice, and Splice is on top. Now I can go instruments, drums, let's go kicks, and I can sort out all the kicks super quickly. Now I can X that out, I can go, let's go here. Then I can actually sort all my stuff to genres and keys and things like that, which I think is actually more handy than having just a generic search of a kick. In general, I do this with Ableton as well when I use Ableton. So I think that's a more superior way of finding samples. You can also use something called an ABSR sample manager. And this does kind of the same thing, except you don't need Splice to do it. It actually sorts out all the samples in your sample library automatically for you, allowing you to search up things like vocals. You can go drums, and it searches up drums for you and sorts them all out, which is kind of nice. So yeah, I just use that, and it seems my workflow has increased tenfold since I got rid of the useless search bar that is the FL Studio search bar. And yes, they do call it smart search. Okay, so the third one's kind of disappointing, not gonna lie, but some new people out there won't really know about this. I sure didn't until a lot later, and that is starting with a template. Yeah, starting with a template, I used to think was like, oh yeah, I guess it's something I gotta do, I guess, but it is so handy. Let me just keep cracking my fingers in the microphone. especially in FL Studio, because FL Studio is good, great. It's just when you're starting from a base template, like the basic width limiter, it slows you down. Trust me, I learned the hard way. It does slow you down a lot. So starting with a template it excels your workflow. You're not playing with the program, you're actually writing music. And that's how music should be made. I shouldn't be having to play with a program. I should be getting what's in my head onto the canvas of silence. Thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed this short little tutorial video, then be sure to subscribe, hit the bell notification. I am trying to get 500 subs by the end of this year, and I hope I can do it. So thank you all for watching, and have a nice day.